Well, welcome back, you lovely lot. It's time for our chairman's chat after our Saturday sale here at Manor Park Classics. And Stephen, our chairman, what on earth happened there?
One of our best days on cars, I think.
I know, 76% on the hammer.
Yeah. This is our second weekend of the two-day auction. It's the second one that we're into. And it's gone so well.
I know.
I mean, and we've got a super day lined up with the bikes tomorrow as well. We're really excited about it.
Over 100, yeah.
Over 100 bikes tomorrow. And I just feel that this format now is working really well, of cars on Saturday, bikes on Sunday, and yeah, over 76 sold and counting. I think we'll be well over 80 by the time we've finished.
Definitely. And also, so if you are any of our vendors, any of our buyers, any of the people that support us here, you know, the fact that we can do these two-day sales is entirely down to you. Basically, it's just purely down to demand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And also how many cars and bikes we get consigned. We just couldn't fit them into one day. And I think it's more relaxed. People seem to be having more fun.
I also think the power of this brand now is enormous. Yes, the room was busy, very busy, but equally the internet, the phones, the prices that we can get are just being hammered up by you know, we're selling to Belgium, we're selling to Australia. It's amazing.
It really is.
Amazing.
It's become truly international. What's really nice to see is particularly with the left-hand drive stuff like that Type 2 bay window bus, that made a lot more money than the vendor's required estimate. I think more money than the vendor's wildest dreams.
It's fabulous. We sold that before the auction, really.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, also, got a good price for it.
Very much, very much. And I think this is a great example as well. So this is a wonderful car from our friends at Cowland International. And they've had this car on retail. They've brought it up here to see if we can do, because sometimes just changing the audience, changing the buyers makes a big difference to how cars go. And we found a really good home for this at 24,000. That buyer's got a fantastic car.
28,000.
That's with the fees on, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
So I made a few notes ready for this because it's been such a good day. Nearly 28,000 we got for this. I mean, it is a beautiful special car. I actually bid on this personally as well.
Don't blame you.
I just love it. I love it. Such a
I've driven
thing.
this. I've done a video on this actually for Car and Classic way back in the day.
Yeah.
And it is just brilliant. Really good conversion. It's done by Electric Classic Cars.
Yeah,
it's moggy.
well done.
It's like he's the best.
Yeah.
So that's a real bargain for somebody.
Yeah, it is.
And a great result for our client as well, yeah.
Correct. And that is what it's all about. As well as getting good results for our clients, we're also getting good results for buying and selling.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And it works both ways, and you've got to be good both ways.
Yeah.
You know, the buyer's got to know that he's got a good buy, but also the seller's got to know we've got our best price for him, and we do. We're working really hard for that. Shall we go through the room?
Yeah, that was a nice one to sell. I think most of these Fiats have all gone.
They have.
Nearly everything's gone. Yes, we're doing so well with Fords. All the Fords have been going. Do you know what really surprised me today, though? Well, I say surprised.
I'm surprised this didn't sell.
Yeah.
This is a cracking car, and I'm sure we will sell this in the cleanup in the next 2 or 3 days. This is a beautiful car, and it's cheap. It's good value.
Do you know what's interesting as well? So if you see a car that doesn't sell in an auction, it's never a bad thing. It just means on that day there weren't the right people in the room. What's really interesting, there's a beautiful TVR Cerber that you'll see that was in the last auction.
Come and have a look at
didn't
that.
sell. Came into this auction, sold for loads more money than it was getting bid for.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of us, because we're a fixed venue, because we can leave cars here till the next sale. Sometimes all it takes is a 7-week wait, and then you're going to have the buyer in the room, aren't you?
Yeah, great car, great car, and deserved to sell today. It's beautiful, in beautiful condition. I think we're becoming quite specialist in Porsche, and we've done very well today for our clients with.
This just gone.
This one's sold. This one's sold. We got nearly 40,000 for this, including premium. That's retail money.
I know, and I would say if you have either 996, 997, or even 991. We are, like Stephen says, we are now getting showroom figures for these, so we can return you, the vendor, an enormous amount of money.
Fantastic. We did well for our clients on the Bentley over there. Charlotte, just have a quick look at that.
And this was lovely. What was lovely, Fletch, the chap that bought this, really nice guy. You know when someone comes into the room and you can see it in their eyes, they are going home with that car.
Yeah, exactly.
He had committed to buy this car.
He was buying that car.
He bought this car, and I'm so chuffed he got it.
Yeah, I was too. I was too. It's a beautiful example, but it's gone to the right client. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that went, I think, for a very sensible amount of money. And this also went for huge money, the Calibra. And also, what surprised me, and this is a great thing, can we just talk about the psychology of no reserve sales? So this obviously had a very sensible estimate on, and it smashed through that. But the Celica over there, to walk over to the little Celica 2-litre GTI 16, and it's a nice car, don't get me wrong. It's not by any means immaculate. It's just a really nice, tidy, presentable car. But it's automatic, which normally you think would kill the price. But actually, because it's such a nice car and so rare, this car was nearly £5 before fees.
Yeah.
On no reserve. Because people think if they put a car into the auction with no reserve on, oh, it's never going to make the bids. But actually, the converse is true. If you let people fight amongst themselves, The price goes up.
I think when you've got a quality business like this, Manor Park Classics, that really looks after their clients, trust us with no reserve, we will get you the best price.
Yeah.
When you've got, I mean, I've made some more notes here, 700 registered bidders at the moment and counting. Normally on bike day as well, tomorrow, that will probably be well above 1,000, 1,200 bidders tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, that is a serious amount of pre-registration bidders. Nearly 20K of 20,000 people were watching YouTube at the peak today.
I know, and that was without Steve Berry with his vest on.
Yeah, but that's bigger than some TV stations.
It really is.
And you'll know that as our resident TV star.
It's more ratings than I ever got, I tell you. That's for sure.
So yeah, I'm really pleased with, I'm just really pleased with the way that we are as a brand reaching a worldwide audience. It's superb.
It is. I think it really helps as well. So thank you for everyone that tuned in from overseas, and thank you from everyone that bought overseas. Wherever you are, we can get a car shipped out there. We're getting very good at it. We've got some lovely relationships with shippers all over the world now. You know, we've done it. We know what the tax problems are. We know how to get correctly around those. And obviously little things like the fact we're an auction house rather than a car sales place in a lot of countries, that actually has a tax difference.
And the finance.
Oh yeah,
let's not forget the finance.
Do the finance for you with Fast and
We'll
Funded.
do the Fast and Funded. We'll do the finance on the day for you. Literally, you think you want to buy that car, and you can buy that car for 500 a month or whatever that quote is. We will sort that on the day for you. So, and we do it all again tomorrow with the bikes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. And from me, thank you very much for all our clients worldwide, buyers and sellers.
Yeah, thank you guys. Much appreciated.